Welcome to Kenworth Driver Training, where we'll take a quick look at the key features and benefits of your Kenworth truck. Let's have a look at the pre-start checks and take a walk around the trucks. On approach to the vehicle, we can look underneath for any obstructions or leaks, and from about 10 metres away, the lights can be checked by holding down this button. Lights will come on in a sequence, allowing us to check that they are working. Turn off the check by clicking the test button again. This lights check will also initiate the systems check of the truck. We can see the results on the digital display inside. One click of the unlock button opens the driver's door. A second click within 3 seconds will unlock the passenger side door. The lock button secures the cab. When the battery in the remote needs to be replaced, the remote has a recess for opening here. The battery used in the remote is a CR2032. The black key opens the driver's door and is for the ignition. The red key locks or unlocks the underbunk storage door. If your truck has bunk doors, there is a release lever inside the underbunk storage that will allow the door to be open from ground level. This is very handy if you're loading gear for a trip or letting fresh air into the sleeper when stopped. Once our equipment is stowed, we can continue our pre-trip checks. At the front of the vehicle, we can check our headlights, indicators, driving lights, bumper or bull bar, grille, and inspect our windscreen. This black rectangle is the protection cover for the radar system that we will discuss in another clip. If a bull bar is fitted, there may be a central pin and several eye bolts securing it in place. This will need to be removed or undone to lower the bar. The hood release latch may vary between truck models. The Kenworth bug emblem is used as a handhold to assist lifting the hood. A support strut mechanism will engage when the hood is opened. Some models will have an extra safety cable and hook to stop the hood closing unexpectedly. Under the hood, and depending on the model and layout, we can check our coolant header tank, oil level, power steering level, cabin filter, and check for leaks or anything of concern. Inspect our hoses and belts for damage or wear. And when closing the hood, undo the cable if it's been fitted, release the safety strut or latch, and use the Kenworth emblem again to control the lowering of the hood. Secure the hood latches and refit the bull bar equipment prior to driving off. On the passenger side, we have the bonnet latch, mirrors and windows, windscreen washer fill point. Some models will have external air filters, some will be under the hood. Battery isolator if fitted. Depending on your specifications and layout, some component locations may vary. You may have fuel tanks with taps and caps, air tanks, and might even have a bunk cooler. Tyres, wheels, wheel nuts, and mud guards can be checked for damage and serviceability. At the rear of the cab, we have access to our trailer connections for air and electrical. In between the chassis rails at the rear of the truck is another common place for a bunk cooler. We may have air tanks, we can check the fifth wheel and our rear light bar. Around the driver's side, we will have more tyres, wheels, mud guards and mud flaps. It is common to have access to the fifth wheel handle for checking when coupled and opening ready for coupling. Other fuel tanks with more caps and taps, AdBlue tank, mirrors and the other hood latch. Once our walk around is complete, we can enter the cab. Convenient grab handles will ensure we can maintain 3 points of contact for entry and exiting. Once inside the cab, insert the key and power up the truck. After triggering the light test outside, the truck checked the operating systems. In the menu, we can see the results. A green tick indicates the system is operating correctly. An amber or red cross shows that something is wrong and will need to be corrected. In this case, our truck was low on air, so it displayed the fault for the air and brake systems. On the main home screen, this issue is also emphasised by the background of the air pressure being brighter than other parts of the dash. The highlight disappears when the low air issue has been resolved by starting the truck and building the pressure back up. You may also notice the low coolant temperature highlight as well. This is letting us know the engine is not yet at operating temperature, and the highlight will disappear when the truck warms up. Remember, a thorough pre-start check may identify a small issue that can be fixed before it turns into a bigger problem on the side of the road. For more detail, talk to your sales team at the local dealership or check out kenworth.com.au.